I'm Dan McGee. I sail the sea in clipper ships and whalers. Lend me an ear and you will hear the warning to all sailors. Sure, now I know you're feeling low, the dames have left you flat. But thank your stars, your lucky tars, your fate's no worse than that. A seaman bold is never old, how did I get this way? 'Twas women, lads, not one but scats, where tropic breezes play. Heaven help a sailor, gee, it's great to be a sailor on a night like this. I said a night like this. Shipwrecks are a pleasure where there's women at leisure on a night like this. I mean a night like this. The Navy's strong, but sailors are weak. The gals can turn him into a sheep. How's a lonesome fella gonna handle Dardanella when he's got Valencia to kiss? Women by the score, never seen a man before. So heaven help a sailor on a night like this. I'm Dan McGee. I've sailed the sea for 27 winters. I've seen wrecks that turned the decks into 1,000 splinters. But there never was a wreck, because I'm telling you, like the wreck they made of me that night in Honolulu. If I'd had a wireless, I'd have sent this SOS. Heaven help a sailor, gee, it's tough to be a sailor on a night like this. I mean a night like this. Heaven help a stranger where there's women, there's danger on a night like this. I mean a night like this. What can I do? I'm only a gob. They need a sultan here on the job. Though I've got good morals, when a girl is dressed in corals, she should be slapped on the wrist. Women wild come rushing on, and my life is ever gone. So heaven help a sailor on a night like this.
casing is capped at each end, heated to 1,550 degrees, and quenched in a rush of cool water. After quenching, the casing is tempered by heating immediately to 1,150 degrees. Temperatures in this heat treatment are maintained automatically. Recording thermometers provide a permanent record from the moment a piece enters the furnace until it leaves. Inspectors give the heat-treated casing a thorough examination. Then the entire surface is checked for minute flaws by a magnaflux test. The pipe is magnetized, then sprayed with a metal powder. The powder aligns itself along any minute cracks that may be present on the surface. These are marked and ground out unless their depth exceeds tolerances, in which case the tube is rejected. Prime lengths, whether P110 or a more standard alloy, are then threaded. Final inspection is an exacting search end to end, point by point. Inside and outside. To find invisible leaks, we fill the casing with water and bring the pressure to the specified test requirement. Now, this may be as much as 10,000 pounds per square inch. Every pipe undergoes this rigid inspection procedure. Details such as length, weight, grade, date of manufacturing, even the open hearth heat numbers are stenciled on each length of casing, and permanent records of this information are kept on file. Finally, when we're certain of its quality, the famous Youngstown Steel orange band is applied to each perfect length.
Lucky Strike. First again with Tobacco Men. First again with Tobacco Men.
LSMFT, LSMFT.
Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
Yes, in a cigarette, it's the tobacco that counts. And Lucky Strike means fine tobacco.
So round, so firm, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
So for your own real deep down smoking enjoyment, smoke that smoke of fine tobacco, Lucky Strike.
Mary Hansen. There's nothing wrong with babysitting in itself. It gives parents freedom, it gives you a chance to make some money, and learn how to handle small children. That's true so long as you and your parents know the people. But Mary put an ad in a newspaper for sitting jobs. But the idea of going to a strange home with someone you never saw before just because he answered an ad, well, it's plain idiotic. You wouldn't go away with a stranger for any other reason, and just because it's under the guise of babysitting doesn't make it all right. But this time, even Mary's mother is fooled. You see, he gave her a phone number where she could reach her daughter anytime. An hour and a half past time, and Mary isn't home yet. About time to call that number he left you, isn't it, Mrs. Hansen? You think it's silly to worry, don't you? After all, what could happen to Mary on a babysitting job? But the woman who answers the phone has no family. She never even heard of the man, or of Mary Hansen. No, she has no idea where the man got this number. And now, Mrs. Hansen, it is time to worry. But I'm afraid it's too late to do any good after letting your daughter drive away with a stranger. Another headline. This one was just last week. It's in my files. You can read about it. Now let's take another example. Ethel Ryan's case, one of the nicest girls in her school. Like a lot of juniors and seniors, Ethel and her friend Lynn thought they were too sophisticated for boys of their own age. They wanted somebody more glamorous. And the two in the convertible were just what they had in mind. To me, it would seem that the fact they'd never seen either of them before should make a difference. Well, it does to Lynn, for a minute, but Ethel talks her into it. It's daytime, Ethel says, and aren't they grown up and smart enough to handle any situation? Well, why not? Lynn agrees finally. Both of them got home safely. And they're really in luck, Lynn tells her mother. She and Ethel met two of the nicest boys, and they're going out with them tonight. Who are they, and where did they meet them, Mrs. Coe asks. Well, Lynn explains they don't know their names yet. She and Ethel missed their bus, and... You mean they picked you up, and you don't even know them? Well, her daughter is certainly not going out with strangers.
I'm Dan McGee. McGee, I sail the sea in clipper ships and whalers. Lend me an ear and you will hear the warning to all sailors. Sure, now I know you're feeling low, the dames have left you flat. But thank your stars, your lucky tars, your fate's no worse than that. A seaman bold is never old, how did I get this way? 'Twas women, lads, not one, but scats where tropic breezes play. Heaven help a sailor, gee, it's great to be a sailor on a night like this. I said a night like this. Shipwrecks are a pleasure where there's women at leisure on a night like this. I mean a night like this. The Navy's strong, but sailors are weak. The gals can turn him into a sheep. How's a lonesome fella gonna handle Dardanella when he's got Valencia to kiss? Women by the score, never seen a man before. So heaven help a sailor on a night like this. I'm Dan McGee. I've sailed the sea for 27 winters. I've seen wrecks that turned the decks into 1,000 splinters. But there never was a wreck, because I'm telling you, like the wreck they made of me that night in Honolulu. If I'd had a wireless, I'd have sent this SOS. Heaven help a sailor, gee, it's tough to be a sailor on a night like this. I mean a night like this. Heaven help a stranger where there's women in the danger on a night like this. I mean a night like this. What can I do? I'm only a gob. They need a sultan here on the job. Though I've got good morals, when a girl is dressed in corals, she should be slapped on the wrist. Women wild come rushing on, and my life preserver gone. So heaven help a sailor on a night like this. I sail the sea in clipper ships and whalers. Lend me an ear and you will hear the warning to all sailors. Sure, now I know you're feeling low, the dames have left you flat. But thank your stars, your lucky tars, your fate's no worse than that. A seaman bold is never old, how did I get this way? 'Twas women, lads, not one, but scats where tropic breezes play. Heaven help a sailor, gee, it's great to be a sailor on a night like this. I said a night like this. Shipwrecks are a pleasure where there's women at leisure on a night like this. I mean a night like this. The Navy's strong, but sailors are
Up there?
I don't know, officer. Them people have been raising hell up there all night.
Who's up there?
The only one that I know is Paul Horace and his wife.
Any fire escapes or stairways from the apartment?
The only one you see is right up there in front of you.
All right, maybe you can move all these people out of the stairway in case we have to come out fast.
All right, officer. All right, folks. Let's move down. I'll murder him!
Mr. Horace, open the door. Police.
It goes anyway.
1 moment, please.
Here she comes.
He's got a knife. I know he's got a knife.
Just take it easy.
I woke up this morning and had the curtain here.
Calm down. Are you all right?
Yes, officer, I'm all right. He hit me, but I'm all right.
Is anybody else in there with him?
Oh, officer, he's alone.
Does he have a gun?
No, officer.
All right. Has he been drinking?
Not that much.
Has he ever acted like this before?
He's had spells, but he's never hit me before.
He's had nervous spells?
Yes, officer.
What are you doing? God damn it! You slipped down on me. You went and called those policemen. I can hear what you're saying. I know what you're telling them. I'm crazy. I've done a lot of things.
Can we go in?
Plenty of time. Get on the radio. Tell headquarters to send another car up here.
But he's alone.
Alone, but maybe with a knife. Get down there.
Okay, folks, play the stairway. Let's go.
Now the sergeant can set his plan of action. His first step, get more help.
Let's get moving.
Waiting is also part of the sergeant's plan. If apprehension can be delayed for a while, disturbed people often become easier to manage.
No, I didn't, officer. Really, I didn't want to cause a fuss. That's the reason I didn't call.
Lucy. Can you hear me, Lucy? You sneaked behind my back. You went downstairs and called those police. You was on my side.
And you see, he's been acting strange lately. He thinks the neighbors are out to kill him.
Them damn neighbors, all they do is make trouble.
And, really, I have been ashamed.
Officer, don't listen to what she's telling you. She's gonna fill your head up with a lot of shit.
Who worked at the Midway Garage on Jackson Avenue?
Yes, he's the same. But he didn't work nowhere much lately. Said he's not feeling good. And when I asked him to go to the doctor, he just got mad.
You hear me, Lucy? I can hear what you say.
There. Ventilation. Room shouldn't be too warm. Slept pretty well last night. Better than the first few nights. Maybe I am getting in the habit. Pretty good, 8 hours again. Better relax a little. Room quiet. Wait a minute. Did I get all my studying done? I can't worry now. Time to sleep. I'll be fresher in the morning. Let go now. Relax. Take it easy. Hey, time to get up already? I must have slept like a top. Feel pretty good, too. A few more nights like that and I'll really be in condition. Say, what's got into you? What's the hurry? Somebody waiting for me. Not Sue. Who else? Hey, is it true she got you to work on the spring play? Uh-huh. I'm trying out for it right after the conference meet. Say, how can you do so many things? It's a trade secret. But I'll give you a little hint. I'm not another Thomas Edison. Huh? Oh, I know. You've quit studying.
So because Karen's friend remembered to take down the car's license number, everything turned out all right. And Karen, of course, knew her telephone number so that the policeman could call her mother right away to come and get her. My name is Mrs. Perkins, and I am a policewoman. We had a while to wait for Karen's mother to come and get her, so this was a good chance for me to tell Karen of some of the dangers children her age must be on the lookout for. Most people in the world are good and nice, but unfortunately, there are some strange ones. And these strange ones are sick. Not sick with a cold or measles or anything like that, but sick in the mind. We call them mentally ill. Now, many boys and girls enjoy playing in areas like this. They explore interesting places and make up games to play by themselves. But you never know when there might be a strange one around. Sometimes we become so involved in what we are doing that we can't see the danger. And even if this little boy had seen the man, how could he know that he was a strange one? There's no way to tell. The strange ones look just like everyone else. It is wise to avoid playing in deserted areas like this, especially when you are alone. I explained to Karen that you should not play in any area where there are no other people around, and you must also be on your guard even when you are downtown. Like this little girl was running an errand for her mother. When the stranger stops her and asks directions, she politely and courteously gives him the information. But when he asks her to go with him, of course she says no, politely excuses herself and goes on her way. Never go with strangers when they ask for directions, and if there is any trouble, just call out for help. And if you see any of your friends about to make a mistake, you can help. It's always a good idea when you go to the park, or the movies, or even to the store, to take along a friend. And when you are at the park, play in the areas that are set aside as playgrounds. Do not hang around the restrooms. And if you see any of your playmates about to get into trouble, get help from a police officer or someone you know.